Mm. Do. Um, are we streaming right now? Are we streaming right now? Yes, we are. Okay. All right. Hey guys, Philip here, and I actually back with another stream just for fun. Not trying to, not thinking of becoming a professional streamer. Just doing this for fun. Back here again with another tier list. Actually, I might just choose a different tier list. Hold on a second, guys. I just like to have like much more. Yeah, I like seeing the actual images instead of just the title text. So as you can clearly see here, I'm doing another tier list, but this one is going to be for ranking the Cartoon Network shows because Cartoon Network was a was a integral part of my childhood. It's what helped me get through my childhood in America, and honestly, I it helped. It motivated my story. It helped me fall in love with storytelling, really, and I would not be able to, wouldn't have been able to survive my childhood without it. Cartoon Network will always hold a place in my heart. I did watch Nickelodeon. I didn't know. By all means, would never have missed out on Avatar: The Last Airbender. But um, home Cartoon Network, it will always hold a special place in my heart. All right, so let's begin. Okay, all right, let's get in. Oh, Camp Laszlo. I have fond memories of. I'm gonna give it good because I mean it does falter in some parts. I did like the art style and the characters were like very one note cartoonish, but were still very entertaining and I loved. I have very I love most of the episodes and oh it has one of the best parts I've ever seen. It had like Edward that platypus and um he hides this girly doll away and it rolls away and he finds out that the doll's gone and he does like this hilarious hilarious scream. It, it always gets me that scream. So Laszlo, B tier, good. Chowder, oh man, I love Chowder. You know what, I'm giving it an A. God, I love characters were one were entertaining, but I love how their clothing actually moved along with the background. It has some phenomenal jokes. Oh, it has one of the most. It's got some. It has one of the best fourth wall breaking jokes I've ever seen. Okay, so Mongdal, one of the characters, he is pestering this. He's telling this. He's like freaking out and telling this guy, "Do you know what happens now, man? If we ran out of money, do you know what happens? Your wife's gonna kill you. Worse than that. Worse. What could be worse than that? No money means no animation." To then it just cuts to the actual voice actors in the booth. You get to see Dwight Schultz, John DiMaggio, Tara Strong, and the boy who voiced Chowder in the recording booth. Then they go outside and they actually literally do a car wash to raise money to get the animation back. Oh, brilliant, just brilliant. Oh, I loved it. Oh, Adventure Time. I'm giving it an A. The reason why I didn't put it up in S, no, putting it up there with Chowder. I'm getting a reason why I didn't put it up there. Reason why I didn't make an A S tier is because there were some parts I did feel mm, mm, it did kind of moved on. It overstayed its welcome. I mean, 10 seasons was quite a lot, and most of the stories I just largely forget about. And it was largely forgettable. Not to say it was bad or it had some phenomenal stories and one of the best characters I've seen in animation. I mean, the Ice King's backstory, tragic, beautiful, and it had some. It was able to be emotional, but not sappy or melodramatic. in terms of animation, it was imaginative as hell. Wow, just the animation style in Lumpy Space Princess. Oh man, that part where Lumpy Space Princess is. I'm ready for you now, Brad. Isn't it Ave? I'm so ready. It makes me laugh every time. Also, I appreciate Adventure Time for dabbling in some very thought provoking themes. It was like kind of like the Avatar. Well, I mean, nowhere near as good as Avatar. Not as good as Avatar, but in regards to its exploration of themes you would not see you would not see in a children's show. So, Adventure Time A tier. Gumball S tier. Oh man, Gumball. I've said it before on the 2000s cartoons, but Gumball S tier couldn't was really hard to find a single episode I didn't like. I love the characters. Some of them were annoying, like Richard the father, but Nicole, wow, amazing. And what impressed me most was its various animation styles it used. So it had a character that was stop motion. It had CGI characters. It had a character that was literally a upside down mouth, which they definitely green screened and dressed it as well. And fun fact, that upside down mouth, the actress is the girlfriend of the creator. Now I don't know if they're still together, but that's a pretty fun fact there. In when the show was running, they must have been together. But take that with a grain of salt. I don't know about their relationship status. But Gumball S tier. Uh, Ben 10. I'm putting it up there. I'm putting the original in A tier because I love the concept. And I also love Ben's character development, how he's still a 10-year-old kid, but he gradually became, as he accepted his responsibilities of being a hero, he gradually grew more mature, well, mature for someone his age, and I just love the various alien forms. So, Ben 10, A tier, the original. Ben 10 Alien Force, however, I'm giving it a good. Yeah, I like how it jumped forward in time to a teenage Ben. Mm. And I loved how they redeemed Kevin and turned him into Ben's friend slash rival, but also Gwen's girlfriend. Ultimate Alien, it kind of faltered a bit. I'm putting it below. Actually, uh, yeah, I'm putting Ultimate Alien just below Alien Force. I loved it. I have not seen a lot of Omniverse, and I'm not really interested in it. No. No, 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 no. I have not even. I haven't even seen this cartoon. I haven't even seen the reboot, but I will not watch it because I've heard some really bad stuff about it. Girl Adventures of Billy and Mandy. S tier, S tier, S tier. I love the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It is one of the cartoons that got me through my childhood. I love the comedy. I love the supernatural element, and while it had one of the most toxic friendships in cartoons ever, the characters were still very enjoyable. Billy got really annoying. I mean, he's a total idiot. Mandy was just scary and downright toxic. But poor Grim, oh man, poor Grim. But their dynamics were still hilarious. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Oh man, I'm giving that an S tier. Oh man, wow. It I can if you're looking for this is a fantastic example of horror but for children. I mean, I'm surprised that some of the stuff that they pulled off in Courage the Cowardly Dog still be was still approved by the network. I mean, you had that episode with the the mummy, the Ramses curse thing, and it had the ghost outside in in the fog, and it was CGI, and it kept calling out, "Return the slab, return the slab." That haunted me as a kid. Well, and then there's also the episode about the bunny, I think it was the kit. Yeah, the kittens, their friends, her friend, who was in an abusive relationship with a dog. And wow, that was dark. That went really dark. And then it just in the horrifying imagery, the terrifying characters, and the theme, and man, I really need to analyze themes more. But really, Courage Cowardly Dog, S tier. I loved it. Oh, Killer Name Kids Next Door. I'm gonna put it up there with a. Hey, hey, yeah, I loved it. Great. It's imaginative as hell. I love the characters. I it's oh man, I remember just drawing most of the weapons they used and the vehicles they rode as well. As a kid, I wanted to. As a kid, I wanted to drive some of those vehicles they were driving. The ending was really weird. However, it the finale showed the kids as adults, but in live action, which was really weird. Yeah, uh, it was still a it was, and it had a it involved number one going out into space to fight adulthood, and okay, I mean clearly the show is all about adults being evil, legitimately evil, as in supervillain evil. That was just really, I mean, adulthood. And then there's that episode where it turns out the kids created adults, but the adults rebelled, and but then they reconciled with the kids and formed families. So that's how the world went into place. So, amazing world building there. Um, Oh man, I think what's really holding it back was that ending, was that finale, and you know what? I'm putting it S tier. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I love Conan Game Sucks Door. Oh man, a lot of S tiers. Cramp Twins. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it had those. I think one of the characters was literally called Lotion. He names a kid Lotion, and the squiggly lines as well. The squiggly lines and the characters were just distracting. Batman Brave and Bold, I'm putting it up there in good. Good. I mean, I love some of the most of the voice acting. Dietrich Baker, Dietrich Baker made a very entertaining, solid Batman, and I it was very lighthearted. It was very lighthearted. It played to its strengths as well, and it involved Batman teaming up with, you know what, putting up there with just above Camp Lazlo, teaming up with various villains, all of whom were most of whom were expertly voiced. The thing that really got to me is it was lazy in its fight scenes, where I get where every time Batman throws a punch or punches someone or kicks someone, it always goes to like a still of Batman performing the action followed by kablam or something. And I understand it's trying to imitate the style of the Adam West Batman series, but really to me it just felt like laziness. So I loved Batman. Great show. And an entity. Oh, S tier, up there, up there. If I had, you know what? No, up there with, right up there with Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I loved Ed and Eddie. I would not miss a single episode. I love the antics of the kids, and I love the antics of the kids, the animation, the comedy. Oh, loved it, so brilliant. And but the main reason why it overthrew the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy though is the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy kind of ended, and it didn't have like a definitive finale, and that's probably out of the creator's control over there. Whereas Ed and Eddie, it had not just a beautiful finale in its own right with the movie, but it actually became emotional. The whole movie was essentially a character study of Eddie. You realize that this like this like loud, abrasive scam artist um act he's been putting on is really an act. It's all persona. This is the result of the abuse of the horrible treatment he had from his older brother. And when the kids realize that, when the Eds and the other kids realize that Eddie's brother is a giant jerk, they start helping him. And then after Eddie, after Eddie realized that Eddie realized that if he had continued to act like his brother, he would have lost the two friends he had left. I actually saw a comment on a YouTube video for Ed and Eddie where, when you really think about it, being being abused, being mistreated, being abused by his brother, being essentially neglected by his parents, and ostracized by the neighborhood kids, the Ed, Double D, and Ed are the only people he has left in this world. So when he realized that he almost lost his friends over trying to imitate his brother, who was a gigantic piece of crap, that's when Eddie confessed to all of his wrongdoings, and the whole neighborhood kids forgave him. They understood why he was like this. All he wanted was for people to like him, to be accepted, and it just got really emotional. I I haven't felt that much emotion in Ed and Eddie since that part where Eddie replaced the bulb on the frozen Christmas tree. So what a finale! What a finale! What a TV show! Ed and Eddie will always hold a special place in my heart. Oh, Dexter's Laboratory. I'm giving that an A. I'm giving that an A. I loved it. Yeah, Kennedy. I'm always surprised that Dexter's Laboratory is created by Gennady Tartovsky, who the creator of Samurai Jack and Primal. Yeah, Dexter. Dee Dee was very annoying, but Dexter. I love his antics and seeing and that monkey ninja too. Brilliant. Okay. Justice League, the original one, all S tier, all S tier. Wow, high props for bringing back Kevin Conroy, who, and I can't believe it, they actually connected the Batman, the old Batman animated series with Justice League, so that's the same Batman. Oh man, just great story, mature writing, phenomenal animation, great character designs, and just really well done exploration of the characters. Easy there. Now, Justice League Unlimited. I think I saw Justice League Unlimited right here. But where'd it go? Oh, yeah. Uh, okay. I really enjoyed this show when I was a kid, but now, as I'm in some of my 20s, watching, looking back on it, I realize that Blue is one of the worst characters ever. He is just awful, an awful narcissist, obnoxious, loud, selfish monster. Jerk. Oh, he is just insufferable to watch now. Most of the characters are just really one note. Wilt, the tall red guy, he's given some really good character development in his movie. Huh, that. It's just Blue is just that's Blue's presence is what really drove it down. What really drove Foster's ranking down. Oh yeah, Johnny Test. Yeah. God, that whipping sound. Oh, that whipping sound. Oh, the Powerpuff Girls. S tier. Oh, I loved it. I love the Powerpuff Girls. I love. Okay, there's always that. There's always that debate that it's for girls, but no, come on. This show is like kind of really violent, and has some fantastic villains. I love Mojo Jojo. I love his little. I loved that voice that he does. I love that voice that he does. The Powerpuff Girls will. Wow. Oh, that's really fun. I love the voice for Mojo Jojo, and it has features one of the best animated dads, Professor Utonium. Oh, yeah, and oh please, I hope. I just hope that live action series from the CW will be canceled. I have not seen the remake, but I heard it's really. I've heard some terrible things about it. My gym partner's a monkey. Yeah, it's alright. It's it suffers from it utilizes the lazy, loud, obnoxious character comedy that we've seen a lot in shows. Uh, one thing I did like about it um, Tom Kenny as Jake the monkey and Maurice Large as the school principal who's a frog. He is hilarious. Let's see. Oh, Infinity Train. You know what? I'm giving it an A. It would have been an easy S tier if it weren't for that fourth season. Oh, I'm gonna say that fourth season was the worst. It wasn't exactly well. It was not good enough that I can discontinued watching it, but that third season was phenomenal. It ex- it got dark. It got real dark that third season. It emotionally traumatized me that third season. But nah, and I was looking forward to the fourth season, and my expectations were not met, and I was highly disappointed. So if it weren't for that fourth season, Infinity Train will be an easy S tier. I understand now that with its cancellation, we won't be able to see another four seasons. I mean, the creator even planned for to make 8 seasons, and now with everything with Warner Brothers Discovery, it's just terrible how they're treating the people working on this fantastic show, fantastically rich, emotionally mature show. Uh, but we know that Infinity Train will live on, how it impacted many people in its storytelling, characters, and impressive world, engaging world. Oh, there it is, Justice League Unlimited, S tier. Oh man, it expanded upon the roster. It still retained its mature writing. The voice acting was phenomenal as usual. Kevin Conroy, George Newburn, Susan Eisenberg, the big, the big trio, great. And also, I like that since the roster greatly expanded with Unlimited. I like that it dedicated some episodes to expand to exploring side characters as well, like Booster Gold. Mm. And his motivations for wanting to become a hero. So easy. Let's see. Generator Rex. I'm putting in there in. You know what? I'm putting it there. I like. It was an intriguing, and the action scenes were all right, but I love seeing the main character Rex's powers in action. So they were a lot of fun. They were a lot of fun. Yeah. Let's see. Uh. Yeah, Green Lantern, I actually enjoy that. I actually enjoy that. Yeah, I really liked it. CGI were good. The CGI fits well with the green constructs that the lanterns produce, and the voice acting, Josh Keaton as Hal Jordan, spot ons. Oh, and Kevin Michael Richardson as always as Kilowog. Fantastic casting right there. Fantastic casting. Too bad it got canceled. But at least yeah, Young Justice made it back. Let's see. Flapjack. Oh man, Flapjack was weird. I'm giving it like B. It was weird. I still enjoyed it, but it was weird and gross. You can still see memes of Flapjack And some of the images they have there, you may be wondering, what is this? What is this show? I've not seen the regular show. Juniper Lee. That little brother was annoying, but I still enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm giving it like C, mediocre. I have not seen Shaolin. I have not seen Steven's Universe. Shaolin Showdown though. I'm giving that a. I'm giving that a. I'm giving that a B. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I like the different. I was always I like the comedy, and Jack Spicer was thoroughly entertaining. Also, I was always intrigued to know which Shingon Wu, the magical artifacts um, they collect, and what abilities they possess. Squirrel Boy, yeah. Oh man, I'm giving that. That's all right. Richard David Horvitz as the squirrel. I liked him. Comedy, but um, it was forgettable. Oh man. Okay, let's start off with Clone Wars. I'm giving Clone Wars a. Okay, I'm giving it an A. No, wait, no, I'm gonna give it an S. You want? No, no. To be consistent with my opinions on it, I'm giving it an A tier. Man, I love the character development. I love the character development of Ahsoka. Anakin was much more well written and bearable. Also, let's not forget that Clone Wars, the Clone Wars gave us the return of Darth Maul, played superbly by Sam Witwer. I cannot think of anyone else now who is better playing for Maul than Sam Witwer. Fantastic, and the action sequences was incredible. And what a finale! What a beautiful, emotional, well executed finale. I won't spoil it, but it is the Clone Wars finale is one of the best finales I've ever seen. Now let's move on to Genny Tardovsky's Clone Wars. Okay, this is gonna be a controversial. This is gonna be a controversial uh, pinpoint, but I actually enjoyed the Clone Wars more than Gennady Tardovsky's Clone Wars. Not to say that Tardovsky's Clone Wars was bad or anything, but okay, there are some things that Tardov Clone Wars and the Clone Wars did better. Clone Wars, it had much more sophisticated writing, dialogue was better, voice acting as well, character development, characters in general. It excelled on that front. I mean, it made me care about the clones, and it developed them beyond more than just being just clones. Now, getting Tartakovsky's Clone Wars was what it excels is in its action choreography and animation. My goodness, that whole episode with Mace Windu is taking on that army of droids by himself, and most of the time with just his bare fist. Like literally, he's just punching up droids with his bare fists, being all a badass and everything. So right there, and that's and that and the Clone Wars makes use of Genny Tartakovsky's signature style of having very little dialogue. It's all just actions and the subtext. Oh man, I still remember that. I still have goosebumps over that lightsaber duel with Asajj Ventress and Anakin in the rain, and the rain is battering on their lightsabers with battering on their lightsabers, and you see the steam coming off it. Amazing, just amazing. Okay, let's see. Uh, so both fantastic shows, but personally, I like the Clone Wars better. Oh hey, League of Cypriel, whatever. It's alright. Scott Menil is in it. He was great as it. Transformers animated. Yeah, Transformers animated. Okay, I'm gonna put it up in B. Putting up there B. Yeah, I enjoyed it. The art style of it. Hmm. Yeah. Uh. Uh. Oh yeah, the voice cast. Great. Loved it. David K. Wow. And Corey Burton as Megatron. Fantastic. Megas XLR. I'm gonna put that. Oh. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna put Ben 10 just above Chowder. I'm putting Ben 10 just above Dexter Laboratory. But Megas XLR, I love its take on the anime mecha genre, and it has some It's got some phenomenal music, most of which are used by Team Four Star in their DVC abridged series. Stormhawks. I'm gonna give that, even though the characters were pretty meh. Even though the characters were pretty meh, that's what dragged it down. Is ranking the animation, the world building and the art style was great. Oh man, that world of floating, the world of floating, crater, of floating rocks, of floating land masses, and people having to use vehicles that transform from flying to solid ground. Fantastic. Teen Titans. Oh man, Teen Titans. Yo, I'm gonna give that. I'm giving that S tier. Yeah, yeah, F tier. Loved it. Love the characters. My God, love the characters. Love how they exploit the characters. I love the animation. I actually dig the anime art style. And Ron Paul, Ron Ron Perlman as Slade. Well done. Fantastic. Ooh, Thundercats, the anime one. Yep. I'm giving that an A tier. A tier. Fantastic. Robert Atton Downs as Momra. Brilliant. Just brilliant. The voice acting is just phenomenal there. And you got Matt Mercer, Will Friedle, Kevin Michael Richardson. Great. Fantastic. Actually, yeah, I'm putting it just up there with, I'm going to put it up there just with Ben 10. Samurai Jack! I'm going to give that an A tier. What's stopping it from being an S tier is I did wish that, well, I like that the episodes had some self contained stories. I would have liked a bit more continuity. Uh, but there's no mistaking that Samurai Jack in made a huge impact on animation and what it was, well, and this is one of the best displays of getting Tarkovsky's signature style of minimal dialogue, phenomenal action, and great and beautiful animation. But actually, I don't really want to include. I'm only gonna include this first four seasons because fifth season is like entirely different. It's on Adult Swim. I think it premiered on Adult Swim, and rightfully so, because that season became so much more mature and darker. If I included both, if it was with, if the fifth season was in, if the fifth season was debuting on Cartoon Network, and I'm glad that it didn't, because it would have premiering on Cartoon Network would have mean that the darker tone would have been eliminated. Then I would have then I would have put Samurai Jack on S tier, but very high A tier. Phenomenal show. Getting Todorowski, keep making TV shows. Mystery Scooby and Mystery Incorporated. I'm gonna give that an A tier because wow, I like what it did with. It had great character development, great and I liked how it actually explored real life monsters. And wow, it got dark. It got really dark. too. So this is by far the best depiction, the best TV series of Scooby Doo yet. So A tier. It did drag on a bit sometimes. Mm. Evil Concarne. Oh man, I have fond memories of Evil Concarne. A tier. A tier. Oh man, I love the bear. I love General Scar. I love the brain. Oh, and Armin Shimmerin as General Scar. Beautiful, fantastic. Just oh, always gets me. I think I'll just stream 10 more minutes, guys. So Totally Spies. It was weird, but I'm giving it like a B tier. Uh, Ooh, Symbiotic Titan. I'm gonna give that an high. I'm gonna give that like an A tier. Yeah. Yanni Tarkovsky, amazing as always. I got a lot of A tiers. Uh, Total Drama. I'm gonna give that an 8. I'm gonna give that an A tier as well. Wow, so many A tiers. I love the concept that it worked with, and the characters is funny. Chris is a piece of crap, but he was still thoroughly entertaining. Not like insufferably, not 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 so obnoxious like Blue from Foster's, but just the right amount of obnoxious and entertaining to be bearable. Kolyoko, I'm giving that like a B. I was really into it, but now I didn't like the character designs were just their heads were too freaking big. I mean, their heads were too freaking big. That I like the Also it depended too much on Deus Ex Machina. I mean, a machine that can rewind time every single time. Can't that evil virus attack the main source? Attack at the main source so that way the characters will never have to rewind time every single time. Oh, that's too many times. Sorry guys, I can't put Batman the Animated Series on here because I haven't seen it. But Young Justice, yeah, I'm giving that an A tier. I love the art style, I love the animation, and I respect that the fight scenes don't just cut to a still like Batman the Brave and Bold, but you actually see the animation, and wow, it's brutal sometimes. It's brutal sometimes. It has some very mature writing. I mean, that whole scenario where Roy Harper finds out that he's not the real Roy Harper, but a clone of him. That's just hard to bear too. It just keeps getting the mature storylines and themes just became just phenomenal, and the voice acting as well. Amazing voice acting from all parts. Static Shock. I love Static Shock. I love Static Shock. I'm giving that A tier. I love just above. Yeah, actually, there we go. Yeah, that's better. I still like Ben 10 over Thundercats, but Static Shock. Oh, I love Static Shock. Really need to improve my. Now, what's new Scooby Doo? I have fond memories of that actually. I'm giving that an A. Yeah, B tier. B tier. Hmm. What else is there? I've seen the Time Squad, but I don't remember enough to rank it. Sorry. Over the Garden Wall. I'm giving that. Yeah. The what a show! I mean, the animation, the whole atmosphere of it was ingenious, stylistic. What really dropped it down from S tier though is its story. I wish there was just more um, clarification wish it was more exploration of the story. I understand that it's a mini series. I just would have preferred more. Uh, would have preferred more consistency with the story and how and better storytelling from it in general. Still, great show, phenomenal show. Baby Looney Tunes, that's alright. Like, yeah. Baby Looney Tunes, weird concept, but it's one of those shows where you just turn your brain off because the writing's alright. The writing's as you would expect. I don't really have any shows below C tier. Might find some more. Johnny Bravo. Ooh, I'm gonna give that a B tier. B tier. Well, yeah, B tier. Um, it's hard to say because I haven't seen. I can't remember Johnny Bravo that much. But yeah, I mean, I love Johnny Bravo. Let me just, yeah, that way I'm not scrolling down all the time, guys. Mm, Johnny Bravo, enjoyed it, enjoyed it. I loved Jeff Bennett was basically doing an Elvis Presley impression, and it was great to listen to. Oh boy. Oh, the Secret Saturdays. I'm gonna give that a B. Okay, there's sometimes the animation did. You can see that they kind of cut corners with the animation, but wow, I loved how the exploration of cryptids, like mythical creatures in the real world, and how the various creatures how the various creatures exist in the world, and what a twist as well, where you find out. No, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I l- the the third the final episodes had like this war between the cryptids controlled by by the young boy Zach and the evil guy Argost, and I love those sort of storylines where it has like two opponents on equal terms fighting each other. Um, hmm. Oh, Crypto Super Dog. Yeah, I'm giving it like C. It was enjoyable. Nothing spectacular, but all right. Hmm. I can't put Superman the Animated Series on here, guys, because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen enough of it. Chopsocky Chooks. Yeah, yeah. I'll put it here. Nothing spectacular, but it's good enough to prevent it from going down to D. Class of 3000. Yeah, it was alright. The the music was so good. The music was so good. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. All right. Better wrap this up soon, guys. Robot Boy. Oh yeah, I liked it. It was so cool. I'm giving that an A tier. Yeah. Oh man, the animation and how Robot Boy transforms into his battle mode, awesome. Just flat out amazing, awesome. I really need to rewatch The Venture Brothers. That was really random. Hmm. I can't I can't put regular show on here because I haven't seen enough of it. Or Steven Universe either. I haven't seen enough of Steven Universe. Hmm. Looney Tunes, that's alright. That's alright. Whatever. Um, Putting it out here. Because at least Crypto the Super Dog actually had um, entertaining. I like how it focused on the pets rather than the superheroes. But still, whatever. Hmm. Hmm. Cow and chicken. You know, I'm putting that in B tier. That the red guy was so hilarious, and cow. Oh, weird concept though, where a lady gives birth to a cow and chicken, and the dad just shrugs it off. Okay, and again, it's cartoons. You can get away with weird concepts like those. I've not seen Batman Beyond. I want to watch it though. I heard it's fantastic. Mm, Sorry, guys. I breathed in the microphone. You know what? I'm going to call it a day. That is it. That is my tier list, guys, for my favorite and least favorite Cartoon Network shows. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in, and you can rewatch the stream on my channel. All right, guys, you have a good night, and I'm off to bed now. I really need head sleep.